Hi, I'm Ryan. My wife and I, along with our dog Thor, are on a journey out of debt, and we're sharing our story and everything that we learned along the way.
Let's set the scene. It's 2018, sometime around the spring, and I was invited to attend FPU, or Financial Peace University, with some close friends of mine at the church that we were attending. It was after a lot of bad choices, life change, and just not being ahead of the game that I decided, this should maybe be something I look into. So onto FPU with the Ramsey crew I went. And it was in this class that my heart and my mind really started changing towards my finances, my financial life, and how I was spending my money. You see, I was so dedicated to this process that by the time I met Ryan, I was all in. I was trying to be. I was trying to make a budget. I was trying to pay off all my credit cards. I was really trying to do the right things. So much so that I told him in very direct terms, I wouldn't say yes to a proposal until we did this class together. You see, it was really important to me back then that Ryan and I were on the same page when it came to our finances. It felt like if we were at least on the same page, we would be doing all the things right, or at least trying to. So I was pretty firm in this. We were not getting married unless this happened.
My story is a little different. You see, I've always been great at finances. I've never really struggled. And to be honest, I've always been pretty great at life. So I just came along to show Michelle how she could be doing things better. Okay, I'm not that much of a tool, but I do think I brought quite a bit of pride into this relationship because I worked in the banking industry for over 7 years and I didn't have any debt and I never really struggled with having a credit card. I was able to manage that fine. But it turns out that just saving a little bit more money in your checking account with no end goal in mind really doesn't make you a master of your finances. So I also had a lot to learn along the way that took a hit to my pride. So when Michelle asked me to join her in this class, I agreed, though begrudgingly, because I really wanted to marry her. But that was one of the best decisions that I ever made. That along with marrying my beautiful wife. So we set out on a journey to retake the Dave Ramsey class like a good Christian couple would. And in doing so, we decided to pay off all of our debt, about $33,000 worth of debt, and live on an extreme budget. So if you add all the debt together, in total, we have $33,000. That's not how you say money. So our grand total is $33,762.10 in debt. So at that point, we decided that I would move into Michelle's tiny apartment of 375 square feet. We'd track all our finances, and we'd seemingly live without. We learned many things throughout 2020 and 2021. One of those things being we have a dog that loves to be in the shot. Another thing that we learned in 2021 is that we cannot, or at least could not, literally get through a conversation about finances without getting into a fight. And we couldn't even get through the conversation because it would turn into a fight and then we wouldn't want to reconvene.
No.
And actually this channel taught us how to get through a financial conversation. But more on that later.
No, I just want to get it done. I just don't understand this. I don't understand it this way.
Okay. Well, that's why I'm asking. I'm just trying to. I don't want to just push my way of doing it. That was just what I had in mind.
You're getting on my nerves.
Babe, what do you want me to do? I don't know why you're getting upset with me.
I'm not upset with you. I just don't understand this. I think this is good, but I just think that there's other we're reviewing the expenses, suggesting necessary we're not.
But throughout the last year, we've done a few steps forward and a couple steps back, broken down cars, and lots of loads of laundry.
At the laundromat, specifically.
Yeah. Now that we're older and a little bit wiser, we've cleaned up our act and we're everyday millionaires. Just kidding. No, we're still very much in a lot of debt, and we definitely are still trying to get our lives together. And we're sharing it with you.
To be clear, we're not going to be a couple that's sitting here telling you how to live the Dave Ramsey method, because If we're honest, we don't follow Dave's method to the T. We are, however, forever indebted to Dave, because without his message, we would never have gotten on the same page with our finances, our dream, and ultimately the life we want to live.
All jokes aside, we're a channel all about getting out of debt so that one day we can live our dream life. And honestly, our dream life has changed quite a lot over the last year or so. This year, we're focusing ourselves on bringing a unique and refreshing perspective and worldview to personal finance. And we're being authentic to ourselves. We're going deeper, we're having hard conversations, and we're inspiring hope.
That's why from now on, you'll hear us remind you to budget wisely, compromise kindly, and be authentically you.
See you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
I remember